Hello everyone, my name is Huy, sharing with you the Gospel of John chapter 12 verses 44 to 50. Little children are scared of the dark. Fear becomes real when children, as they often do, believe that horrible things like monsters and ghosts are present in the dark. Flick on the light switch, however, and all the fears will be gone. The real world is so much less scary when the light is on. What's true for children is also true for us, but on a different level. We have many fears, and so many of them become real when we are in the dark. Fears become real when we don't know the future, when we can't control the outcomes, when we lose our sense of direction. Now the world is so darkened and broken because of endless violence and the pandemic. Sadly, many people started to lose their hope. More and more young people become fearful as if the darkness is never going to end. We also fear spiritual darkness, for our soul was made for the light, not darkness. In today's passage, we are listening to the last words of Jesus' public ministry before he goes to the cross. Our text is found in the last days of Jesus' life before the resurrection. It is noted that Jesus had done many miracles at this point and has clearly taught his disciples that he is indeed the Messiah, that he is the Son of God come to the earth as the Son of Man, that he is going to rise again after the persecution. Yet Jesus' disciples and all believers fail again and again to really understand what Jesus had told them. In fact, the same hardness of heart is what leads the disciples scatter in terror and fear. They abandoned their master during the dark time of the persecution. So what we find in our text today is Jesus using his last words before finally heading to the cross to tell of his glory, his light, to point out to his followers that the light of the resurrection will shine, and to show them that he is the Savior they need. With some of his final words before he dies, Jesus is telling them that he came into the world as the light. The light has come into our lives. The fears vanished. In doing so, he is displaying his hopes and his heart for his people. Living in the light, we are not going back to the way of life that before we knew Jesus. We are not to be content with the way of the world. Our life should be about Jesus, the one who came to bring us out of darkness. We don't know the future, but Jesus does. We can't control the outcomes, but his providence guides all. Like the little children who is relieved when mom or dad comes into the dark room with the light of Jesus as our guide, we can be certain that everything will be okay.